Hi friends and neighbors, we are in month 7 of our Family Emergency Preparedness Handbook, and the few topics that we cover this month are special considerations, comfort foods, and personal health. So first, special considerations. It's anything outside of a normal plan that you need to consider. If you have a person that has limited abilities in any way, or you have animals, or just things to consider outside of normal, this is the month to think through what those would be for you and to make an appropriate plan.
Like they can't smell?
Yes, if you can't smell, then you should make a special plan for that. Secondly, it's comfort foods. And comfort foods don't seem like they would be super important. You might not be thinking, oh, I want to throw, a candy bar or my favorite chips or soda or coffee or whatever in your emergency kit, but having something that's normal or comforting to you is going to really help emotionally.
Like ice cream?
They do make emergency
freeze-dried ice cream.
Freeze-dried. You could do that if you wanted to.
That's how the astronauts stayed fat.
Okay, third, your focus this month and probably every month hereafter for the rest of your life is your physical fitness and your ability to carry out the stuff that you have in your plan. So as people get older, they tend to stop moving. They don't want to do things like lifting their arms up over their head. Let's keep moving. Or get up and walk around or really do hard things. So they like to sit more and relax and that type of a thing. But
eat comfort foods.
And eat comfort foods. But if your plan entails any sort of physical challenges, then you need to make sure that you can actually carry them out. And your plan will, by the way, require you to do physical things. It's going to require you to gather your belongings very quickly and exit out of your home and load up your car.
Or in the event of an earthquake, not having roads or bridges that are available to you, you're going to have to walk wherever you want to go.
A lot.
And you have to think about picking up things at the store. So a bike with a trailer or a backpack or something along those lines. You really have to think about the effectiveness of your physical well-being, but how do you take care of the people around you? If you can't even take care of yourself, you're not going to take care of the people around you.
Yes. So if you have a plan to do something like climb over your back gate or your back fence, and it's an 8-foot fence and you're going to land on the other side, if you don't have the ability to do that, it's not so easy, the older that you get, to do things like just jump down 8 feet.
Parkour.
You might, if you're not a parkour proficient, then you might not want to do parkour when you're in your emergency situation. So flexibility and strength and endurance are the things that are going to allow you to be successful and be safe and that you don't want to add another injury on top of your emergency situation. So think about what that entails for you. My little quick story that I tell people to encourage them is, years ago I wanted to be a runner and I was not a runner. I never ran in my life. Except for one time in high school, and I had to run a mile so I wouldn't fail PE, and that was it. But I would see people running and they always looked so happy, like they enjoyed it, and I could not figure that out. So when I was about 29 or 30, I decided that I was going to start being a runner. And I walked out of my house and I was gone for probably 2 minutes. And I was in so much pain. My lungs were on fire, my throat was on fire, I had a terrible side ache, and the only reason I didn't just quit right then is I just didn't want to turn around and walk back into my house after only being gone for about 2 minutes. So I made myself run to the stop sign that I could see, and then I walked home, and it ended up being a 1/4 mile away. And it was terrible. I felt like it was awful. But I made myself do that every day for a week. And after 3 days, I didn't have my throat on fire or burning or anything anymore. It was still hard, but I did it every day for a week. And after a week, I increased that by a 1/4 mile. And every week after that, I went up a 1/4 mile until I got to where I felt like I could add a mile at a time. And I did that regularly, and I ran 6 days a week until I could run 13 miles without stopping. And I am not a runner. And in fact, right now I'm a ranner. I don't run now. But you can do things like that. You start little and just build up. So all the things that you think that you can't do, you can do. And the other thing I would say is you don't have to have special equipment. Like we're out walking, my husband is always dressed in something that he can exercise in, just because that's what he does all the time.
Just in case somebody chases me, really.
Just in case he has to run real fast or do parkour. I'm not wearing anything right now that is special. It's not exercise clothes. It's just, I don't even have special shoes on. It's just what I wore today. So go out and walk. It doesn't require that. I'm not even wearing a Fitbit. Can you imagine?
Crazy.
And I'm still walking and it's still good. So just go make yourself move and get used to doing things and being active and all that stuff. So
really starting at 5 minutes a day. I mean, if you go to the grocery store, you're walking for more than 5 minutes, but the activity level is going to increase and the benefit of that is going to increase, especially if you can go, okay, I walked 10 minutes today and it was tough, but tomorrow's going to be 11 minutes or 12 minutes. So walking is super beneficial for so many reasons. I mean, get out there and enjoy the outdoors, but something cardiovascular wise, if you can do 30 to 45 minutes, working up to 30 to 45 minutes, the statistics are outrageous at lifespan and happiness and health. So are you going to talk to them about food?
you can.
So part of exercise is making sure you're fueled correctly.
No comfort foods.
Well, really, and I have this habit of going, well, I went for a 2-hour mountain bike ride, so then I can eat something that I wouldn't normally eat. Well, I pretty much negated all the exercise that I did, calorie-wise or something along those lines. We're not asking you to count calories, but think about what you're feeding your body and what you want the output to be. And just think about, okay, what I'm about to eat, is this benefiting me? Is this helping me get to where I want to go? Our whole goal is to help you achieve, well, one, what you don't think you can achieve.
Woohoo!
And that is incredibly fulfilling as far as life is concerned, because then you'll help other people get there too. So exercise, eating, and make sure you hydrate. We're in the end of June now. The heat is coming on. So if you're going to exercise vigorously, and vigorously means something different for different people, then you want to start hydrating 2 days before your vigorous exercise.
Okay, see how easy that all is?
Wow.
You just go do it. Now the next step is go do it.
I probably shouldn't have worn the shirt, to be still.
And be moving. So anyway, thank you guys. Keep it up. And we'll see you next month.
Yeah.